Hey guys, welcome again to the Facebook page. Again, I'm Ben, one of the admissions counselors here at Gordon, and a big part of college life is what happens in the residence halls. So we call it Res Life here at Gordon, and I just wanted to give you a window into what that life is like. Is this where you'll be sleeping? Is this where you'll be hanging out with your friends, studying, all that kind of good stuff? And I thought, who better to interview than an RA, someone who lives on the dorm here and kind of fosters community and encourages students to really dig into res life here at Gordon. So this is Brandon, and I want to just let him kind of share his name, which is Brandon, obviously, what his degree is, what year he is, where he's from, and then just a little bit more about what it's like to live in the residence halls here. So
sounds good. Again, I'm Brandon. I'm a sophomore here at Gordon. I'm a communication arts major and a business administration minor. Great programs here at Gordon. I'm at the end of my sophomore year, and this whole year I've served as an RA in Fulton Hall, which is suite style living where there's a bathroom in between two rooms. It's a really great place. I really like it a lot. So res life at Gordon. I think res life is really important at Gordon. I think they definitely stress community and community living, what that should look like. As an RA, I know we are trained, we have this huge training week in the beginning of the year, just to talk about what community should look like on your floor, what community and faith should look like, and just how to bond with the people on your floor to make it a great living experience. So let's see, in Fulton Hall we do this thing, I'm pretty sure all halls do it, but we have floor fellowship every week, so all the guys on my floor come hang out in my room for about an hour, usually on a Wednesday night, and we either do like kind of a Bible study or we like watch some type of movie and then talk about it. Really kind of just get together and explore these questions that we have, or dig deeper into our faith, or kind of just hang out. Sometimes I order pizza. It's pretty fun times. So that works the same on every floor. We each have like our own little community within the entire building. But building-wise, let's say like Fulton Hall, we have our own big events. So like the whole hall is invited. So let's say about a week or two ago, we had this thing called Capture the Flag, which I know you guys know how to play. But we actually did it at nighttime on the quad. Wow. Yeah, so we had glow sticks. We had about like 50 people come, split into two teams. It was wild, and we had a great time. So we do things like that. We have like pancake nights. Let's say it's before finals week. We usually do like a late night kind of pancake dinner thing because we're all stressing out and studying hard and stuff. We need that break, so we all the RAs get together and make pancakes for the entire building, so that's usually a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds like you've covered, obviously, like there's a spiritual component, a faith
yeah,
component,
absolutely.
Which is awesome. Definitely sounds like there's fellowship, there's fun you guys do. Now, I'm sure a big question everyone's wondering is, you know, at Gordon, the halls, or the floors, I should say, are divided by gender.
Yep.
So on your floor, there's only guys.
Yep.
But of course, all college students like to meet members of the opposite sex.
This is true.
So what is that like? Are there times when, you know, the floor is open to members of the opposite sex? How does that work?
Yep, we have visitation hours here at Gordon, which sounds really, I don't know why it's called visitation hours, but it's when the opposite sex is allowed on your floor. So here at Gordon on the weekdays, it's from 5 to 10. In the evening. So during that time, girls would come in and hang out. We call this the Bat Cave because we're on the lower level with all guys. So girls would come out, hang out here. We could go up to the girls' room, hang out. And on Friday nights, it's until midnight, so it's a little bit later. And the weekends, it's a little bit different. We have kind of like an all-day thing. It's like 1 p.m. to 12 on Saturdays and 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sundays. So definitely, you have a lot more hours on the weekends. And it's also great because like, sometimes like my roommate will have a girl in here, and you know like at 10 o'clock on a weekday, like they'll be out of here. You kind of get them out of your hair. You get to do more work. So I think I definitely have grown to appreciate the visitation hours as something that kind of just helps our community make sure there's only guys on the floor at certain times. And it's more comfortable sometimes without the opposite sex. But those visitation hours are definitely great too, just to hang out and get to go on other people's floors and hang out with the ladies and make new friends and stuff.
Yeah, I know from my own experience, I feel like the restricting of the genders really fostered like really strong friendships with other guys. I know the guys from my floor I'm still friends with now, you know, 10 years later. So that's something that's really important. Well, that's great. Well, what about like, are there any lounges or areas where you can hang out? So let's say, you know, you are working on a project with someone of the opposite sex and it's past 10 o'clock. You still have to finish this project. Like, Can you do that
Yeah,
anywhere?
absolutely. That's a good question. It kind of differs in each hall, but there's definitely 24-hour lounges in each hall where girls and guys could be in the same lounge at the same time, 24 hours, 7 days a week. In Fulton, there's 3. There's 2 down in the basement, and then 1 on the first floor. There's actually kind of 3 different. So the 2 in the basement, one's actually a kitchen lounge, so people kind of hang out and make food in there. One's like the TV lounge, so if you guys want to have a movie night or something like that, that's always good for that. And then one's a study lounge. So there's like 3 different reasons for like each lounge, which is kind of nice. You definitely know which lounge to go to when you want to do a certain thing. If you want to watch a movie or if you want to like study, completely 2 different places. So that's always nice.
That's awesome. Well, great. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I was wondering if you could just kind of wrap up with maybe like what has been one other event that maybe that's not in Fulton, but what's, capture the flag, you mentioned one thing. Is there another kind of big thing that another dorm does or that you've done maybe last year or something like that that's really fun?
There's this thing called King of the Hill. So there's 3 dorms here on the hill. It's Tavilla, Fulton, which I live in, and then Nyland. So we're all up here on the hill, it's called. And we have this huge water balloon fight in the beginning of the school year. So it's nice and warm outside. Each hall blows up their own water balloons. We get about 1,000 each. So it's like pretty crazy. It takes hours to blow up these things. And then so we make our own like cardboard forts and we hide someone in the fort and then we just like pelt each other with these water balloons and try to rescue the person from our person from the other fort. So it's actually a blast. It like builds a lot of like hall pride. Fulton won this year, just saying. So that's a great time and one of the events that definitely people look forward to.
That's awesome. Well, there you go. We really try here at A Residence Life to really build community, both spiritually, both hanging out, having fun, and these really cool events that happen with even other dorms. So I hope that gives you guys a glimpse of what it is to live here on campus at Gordon, and we look forward to seeing you guys here in the fall. So thank you so much for watching.